NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Oh. There on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I was so proud of you in our meeting with the defensive coordinator because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week? And boy, he got fired up, didn't he? Takeaways. We need turnovers. We got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. The Steelers at 0-10 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Carroll.
Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted.
It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes.
Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in. They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Looking to throw on second down. Carroll looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Carroll.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W. Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And just shedding him off there. Still on his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, Branch.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Carroll, flush to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Carroll, flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Carroll. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, this is Harris. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Pickett.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
George Pickens.
A 15-yard touchdown ground.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
First down, Commander.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Carroll. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Carroll. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Damontae Kazee. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
That bumps moves this up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
A final shot before break. Carroll. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
Powerful running, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 is a 38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Pat Freiermuth.
60 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Commander is 6.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score.
Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Commanders 13.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On the give, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Pickett.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll roll him out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Harris. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Down right around the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
7 yards there and a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Carroll. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Carroll. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Carroll.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carroll.
Back to Gibson and another catch for it.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Carroll dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Carroll eluding the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Carroll.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
They'll call it no gain there on the first down play. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's caught by Johnson.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Pickett.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. That's some strong running. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's